name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. With game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
VIP Sports Podcast.
What
Monday, September. Looks like I got my hand caught in the cookie jar here, guys.
What the fuck are you doing over there?
Oh, my God. Anyway, Steve Stevens, VIP Sports, Monday, September 21st.
Monday Night Football.
Everybody's excited. It's Monday Night Football, and we couldn't be more pumped the fuck up. Actually, guys, I just got caught like with my hand in the cookie jar. So, Skip, you think you can handle the intro and introduce us and get me so I can get my head right for the show?
Yeah, I'll take care of that. Before we get into anything here, viewers and listeners, let me go ahead and tell you a couple ways you can get a hold of us. You can just simply call the office at 877-220-6540. That's 877-220-6540.
That's not just for listeners. Those are for people that want to call and start making money betting sports.
Oh, right, absolutely.
If you guys want to start fucking getting paid, call 877-220-6540.
I'm glad you clarified that, because if you're calling the fuck in here to ask me what my belt size is...
Yeah, guys, if you guys are watching our TV show, you heard we re-signed to another network and all that. If you're calling up stalking, guys, when you call a company and you stalk somebody and you tell us that you guys suck, you're not making no money, you obviously don't have nothing to do with your time, and you're obviously a male groupie, and just embrace the groupiness. Call us and ask us for a t-shirt. Don't ask what Skip's belt size is.
Yeah, let's just rest assured that my belt is big enough to hold up the money.
But do you know what that guy's real question was? He wants to know probably your cock size.
Yeah, he wants to know how much fucking money I make.
I know. He knows how much you make.
He's living in a one-bedroom fucking apartment with used furniture, fucking riding the bus to work.
But you know what? That doesn't mean...
I don't disrespect anyone that's out there doing that.
Well, that's what I was just going to say, though. Out of the 40,000 people that follow us and call us and all that, there's only a couple assholes, so maybe they shouldn't even hear about it.
So to answer your question, what is my belt size? It's fucking big enough to hold up the money in both my fucking pockets.
Listen. I can tell you one thing right now. This motherfucker needed a dolly to bring his check out the fucking door last week. You understand that? I'm not here to put people's salary on blast and this, that, and the other, but you're talking to a 7-figure motherfucker. So if you're a sports consultant, sitting in your one-bedroom apartment, infatuated with Skip, or Skip took one of your clients, or you heard somebody's with Skip, don't get mad, bro. Just understand this. This guy writes between $35,000 and $75,000 a week in business to his board. So in reality, he's writing 70 to 100,000+ a week. You can't beat him. You can't outright him. Just learn how to join him. Where I was from, if you can't beat him, you join.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, just hate the game, brother. If your pitch ain't worth it, if your games ain't worth it, it's you. Don't worry about
So back to how you can get a hold of us. If you're out there looking to make money and you don't want to just shoot the shit and talk about stupid things and talk about who you like this weekend, if you want to know who Steve's got this weekend, if you want to know how to make money this week, if you want to know what we got tonight for Monday Night Football.
If you're tired of losing money in the stock market, if you're tired of losing on your own, and you actually want to be on the winning fucking side, go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at VIP Sports LV.
Right. You can go to YouTube. You can go to iTunes.
You can direct message us. We love to hear your compliments. Even for you couple haggler stalkers out there, we love hearing what you got to say, bro. We really do. Because at the end of the day, I got mine. You need to get yours.
Like I said, don't hate, participate, my friend.
We run every day like a holiday. Anyway, Monday the 21st, it's Casual Mondays.
Yes,
like we were telling before, we run goals here at the company, ladies and gentlemen. Every week I set a goal for these guys, and we hit them.
Yes.
Last week our goal was $250,000.
Easy.
The deal was we can wear whatever we want on Monday. We have
it's Casual Monday.
It's Casual Monday as long as they hit their goal. Last week, $305,000.
Thank you very much.
Big shout out to VIP Sports, but more importantly, our clients. More importantly, the guys and followers that are listening to our podcast. More importantly, the guys that followed us since the Money Talks TV show. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to the new one that we have on our new network that we're filming in December. So just big up to everybody out there who's serious about making money. This is a grown men's business. This is for big boys only. There's no room for kids. There's no room for children, okay?
Right.
This is a high risk, high reward business.
That it is.
There's no room for hecklers or the guy at the basketball game that's behind the background.
Yeah.
That guy is a degenerate. That guy's a fan of sports, but he's not serious.
Right.
Anyone that goes and takes their shirt off or paints their face up, you're going to have a good time.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And no. It's a different type of player.
Absolutely.
You're a guy that goes there for the atmosphere, the alcohol, the craziness. It makes you feel good. That's what you're supposed to take out of football.
That's a hobby.
That's a hobby. This
Right.
is what we do for a living. This is how I put my kids through college. So I'm sorry if I take it a little bit more serious than the other guy that has a website that says he's 15-0. You call the phone number, his grandma answers in their one-bedroom apartment.
Don't be sorry, Steve.
Know who you're dealing with. Know who you're fucking getting games from. Licensed and bonded in the state of Nevada, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I don't think you guys want to hear about all that. Let's motivate these people. Our job here at the VIP Sports Podcast is to give people sports news. It's to give them news about TV, entertainment, what's going on, who's fucking who, everything.
Talk a little sports, talk a little shit.
To inspire and motivate motherfuckers
Inspire,
at the end of the
motivate.
day.
Get you fired the fuck up.
Let these people know that there's more money to be made in sports betting than any other investment in the world.
Absolutely.
It's a $1 trillion industry, and they deserve their fair share. That's my job, to make sure that they do what they're supposed to do. Plain and fucking simple.
There's only 14 weeks of college football, Steve, of the regular season, and 3 of them are already gone.
Why don't we get into NFL from last night? Before
Absolutely.
we get into college on Saturday,
Sure.
let's recap a little of the NFL, if you don't mind, Skip.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Marcus Mariota and the Titans. He played okay.
Yeah.
He played okay.
He just got beat by Manziel.
Correct. But if you go back to our previous podcast, we said that he is okay.
Yeah.
You know, he's big, he's strong. He's not
great.
a superstar.
I like him. But it's still his second game in the league.
He's not a superstar yet.
Oh,
Does he have
he will be.
superstar qualities?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Me and you explained
Right.
it. This kid is a stud. This kid is a beast. He will be something in the future. But when you come out and have a breakout game like you had, you don't come right back and pound him like he's going to be a stud and win by 40 because it's his second week in the NFL.
We tried to tell you guys out there, when you see something like that, he comes out on week 1, just dominates against Jameis Winston. You don't have to jump on the bandwagon right away. Come back and bet on him the next week.
And let me tell them why,
chances
Skip.
are you're going to lose your money more times than not.
And I hate to sound like deja vu or I hate to sound like a broken fucking record, but why don't we hand it to these people again? We went to the Five Finger Death Punch concert on Saturday night.
Yes, we did.
Big shout out to Five Finger. You guys kicked ass. One of the best shows I've ever fucking seen.
Battleborn, man.
And you can best believe Steve Stevens, Darren Otero. I'm Battleborn, baby.
A bunch of Las Vegas guys, man. They put on a good show, and we had a great time.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
As a matter of fact, I still got cobwebs in my head from Saturday night.
Well, so do I, brother. After 75 shots of Crown and 2 lower tabs, I was a little out there, Skip. That's why I didn't want you guys too close to that front rail.
Right.
I seen you sitting 7 rows back.
Oh, absolutely.
If you guys go to our Twitter or Facebook, if you see me standing, we had a VIP penthouse. It's a penthouse that overlooks the whole. It's not far in the back. It's only like 35 rows from the stage, but how high you are, it's like you're right over the stage.
And the railing was very low, yeah.
With a group like we had that night,
I thought for sure someone was going to go over
the railing was real low.
I'm glad nobody did.
But back to what I was trying to say. All the pictures I took, big shout out to all our fans out there at the Hard Rock. A lot of people still showing love to Money Talks and VIP Sports. For those that support us, we'll always support you. If you love what we've done so far, you're going to love where we're going, and that you can take to the bank. But people ask me for advice. I'm done being rude to people. In other words, when someone comes up to me and says, hey, man, give me a game, I'm done being a dick. Like, do you ask 50 Cent to rap for free? No, I'm a nice guy.
Right.
Just don't ask me for my product or my money out of my pocket.
Right.
I get paid. Yeah. This is what I do for a
you
living.
Yeah, you don't walk up to a whore and ask her to give you a blowjob.
No, you don't. You ask how much.
Yeah.
That's the first first thing you say is how much, not give me some head.
Well, listen, we're in Las Vegas, and it's the nature of the business. Everywhere we go, it doesn't matter if I'm in a restaurant, I'm at the fucking go to a movie theater.
I just smoked a bunch of weed, so can I finish my thought before I forget it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So throughout the night with all of our fans, because I'm never a dick, you know, actually people tell me you're the coolest celebrity I've ever met because I'm born and raised in Vegas and I like to talk to them. But I did give them some advice, solid advice, based off our theory from last week. I told them, look out for the 49ers.
Right.
You got to look out for the 49ers. Now, that doesn't mean bet them. What that means is you got to look out for them. In other words, you can't bet on them and you can't bet against them.
Right.
Because you see them come out on game 1, think that they're fucking strong. Bet them game 2 and fucking lose. Right. Exactly what we talked about last week, right?
We knew that was going to happen Monday night at home. They looked great. They won, and they got paid, and they covered.
Correct.
But look out. Be careful.
Correct.
Basically, what you're saying is...
Let me finish, because I'm real...
Go ahead.
So, you don't bet the 49ers. Now, you figure they lost last week. People are going to bet them next week. and you bet on them next week, you lose again. Or people that are mad they didn't win this week, bet against them next week and lose again.
Right.
So the only official advice that I'm going to give you, don't bet on or against the San Francisco 49ers this year.
Be careful.
They are a very fucking cautious team. The yellow and red flag is out for those motherfuckers.
Yeah, be careful.
They lost their head coach. Kaepernick is a so-so player. He's good, he's athletic, but he's not an all-star quarterback.
He's spotty.
Like a women's period. Very spotty. Okay, you don't know what exactly. You don't know what the fuck this motherfucker's bleeding and spotting.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about odd things that spot because he is very spotty. You hit that right on the head. He's almost as annoying as a fucking period.
Kaepernick's as spotty as a woman's period.
Goddamn right. You never know when he's gonna pay you. You want fucking more information? You want to know who's spotty and who's naughty? VIP, motherfucker. Back in the news, Steelers beat the fuck out of the San Francisco 49ers. Speaking of the 49ers, however, Steelers, are they as good as they portray?
They're solid. I mean, you still got Big Ben. He led the league in passing last year. I mean, and when they're at home, they're fucking dangerous.
Offensively, you can't put them down.
49ers coming off a short week after that Monday Night Football win, having to travel across the country into fucking Pittsburgh. Personally, I thought they'd be ready for the game.
But did we give?
I was a little confused.
But we set people up for that trap,
Yeah.
did we or not?
Absolutely.
All they got to do is listen to the podcast.
Absolutely.
This is a team that won. See, guys, if it's an iffy team that you don't know about, and they come out and win, you don't necessarily bet them the second week. I will give you another one. St. Louis.
Right.
Came out in week 1.
They looked great.
Beat the dog shit.
Yep.
I don't know about the dog shit, but they were leading Seattle the whole fucking game. Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Seattle could have got it in overtime, but
Right.
you did your best. But where I'm from, your best wasn't good enough. When you lose, it's a fucking loss.
I think what you're trying to say is...
Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
So, once again, everybody and their mom bet St. Louis yesterday.
Right.
Loser.
Right.
You got to pick and choose what you're doing. You got to bet solid teams. Like, let's talk about some solid teams, Skip. As much as you can't stand them, go ahead and talk about my boy Brady, please.
New England looks really good.
Yeah.
As much as I can't stand Brady. New England looks real good. 466 yards yesterday. They just pretty much dominated Buffalo. The game wasn't as close as the score looked. Buffalo scored a little bit late in that game, but New England went into Buffalo.
466 yards, Skip.
They won that game on the road in Buffalo in a hostile environment. Interdivision game. I got to tell you, I was extremely impressed with their performance.
So was I. But you know what? I got to give a shout out to my buddy Mark D. And the D. Gregorio family. I love you all. Mark D. went back to Buffalo. And I have to honestly say, Mark, the reason why you guys got that game, and I think you know it, you had bad luck Joey D. with you. You bring Joey D to a Yankee game, you bring Joey D to the Buffalo game, bet the other side.
It's just, there's always one friend that's a mush.
I truly think it was the Joey D curse that got Buffalo, because overall they played good, and I want to give a shout out to Buffalo guys and to you sports bettors. That's not a chump fucking team.
Oh, they're good.
Buffalo's going to do some things, and like I said, I have a lot of inside information on them throughout the year. Call
You got
us.
some strong ties into that area.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Real strong ties.
Yeah.
Call me and sign up for the week of service, work with my guys and work your way up to me. But you got to pick and choose the games that you play. And like I said, we have solid games that I give to
Let's
us.
talk about the NFC East, man. I've been on the phone all morning trying to get my friends back east not to jump off the Ben Franklin Bridge.
Well, that's what you were saying earlier today. What's up with Philly?
Oh, I got a lot of suicidal friends back there right now.
Because you guys are diehard people, dude.
Listen, man, when you go through the whole summer and the Philadelphia Phillies are the worst team in baseball and all they do is lose and lose and lose, and you get rid of the entire team, you get rid of the general manager. The Phillies have lost 6 games in a row. They've won like 2 out of their last 11. I mean, come on, they're the worst team in baseball.
But hold on, that's only why you're depressed, though, because I know you.
I'm not
you don't,
depressed. Fuck, I'm saying they're depressed.
No, but
I'm in Vegas. I'm happy.
You're making money, but
Yeah.
you're mad when Philly loses as a fan.
Oh, of
But
course.
you don't get.
Right.
But imagine the true fan out there who's a fan of the Eagles, Pirates, or whoever the fuck you guys,
As far as from a fan standpoint,
fan standpoint.
you're losing. Yeah, if you're betting.
Let's
on your
say you're a
team,
Yankee
losing.
fan. Let's say you're a Yankee fan and you love the Yankees. You don't really care if the Giants lose. I guess I'm a little confused on how I'm saying it. In other words, you're a Philly diehard fan, but you don't give a fuck about the Steelers. You don't give a fuck
Eagles.
about the Eagles.
Right.
So what about that guy that does care about the Eagles?
Yeah.
Does care about the Phillies? He's probably losing his mind, and that's your buddies.
Those are all my friends, right? I mean, they're big Phillies fans. They're big Eagles fans. They're suicidal right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. Chip Kelly. I mean, they look like they were going to be dominant in preseason. They're rolling up 40 points on everybody. They came out and just basically got their ass whooped by Dallas. They did put Romo on his ass. Oh, man, what about that? Romo.
Well, Brett, what do you mean?
Busted shoulder, man.
Are we going into Romo now?
Busted collarbone. Well, the Eagles messed him up. They knocked out Romo. But the Eagles looked really bad. They looked disgusting. 3 turnovers. They were 2 for 11 on third down conversions. They had 226 yards of offense. But here's the thing. They went out and got DeMarco Murray for this game to basically run over the Cowboys. They got to beat the Cowboys, right?
Absolutely.
This is your big rivalry in the division.
That's a fucking
So they
fact.
went and got their running back, Murray, the kid from Vegas, from Bishop Gorman. 7 yards rushing the Eagles had yesterday.
Yeah.
Am I seeing this right?
Yeah, you're saying
7
it right.
fucking yards rushing at home?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Well,
Skip.
anywhere that's disgusting.
Yep.
So I got a lot of suicidal friends back in Philly. I've been on the phone all morning with them. They're up on the bridge right now at the Ben Franklin, and they're thinking about jumping.
Let's follow up with what we said yesterday. We said, our last podcast, we said the Colts obviously started out horrible. Seattle Seahawks started off horrible. I asked you personally who was in more trouble, Seattle or Colts, and they both fucking lost.
I guess we're going to find out tonight, Monday Night Football. The Jets in Indianapolis. We're going to find out what Andrew Luck's all about.
Because we found out that the Packers put it to Seattle yesterday in their 27-14 loss. There's one there.
Hard to win a Lambeau.
Yeah, but there's only one top 5 team that's 2-0 against the spread. Who is it?
I don't know.
It's the Green Bay Packers, Skip.
Patriots.
A lot of people, well, besides, we're talking divisions here. He was 2-0, but some people got a push on 6.5, 7, if you remember on that first game.
Exactly.
We had 6.5, so I write that off as a 2-0 in that division.
Yep.
So, they're covering the spread. Patriots are covering the spread.
How about the Giants, man? Back to the NFC East.
Man,
this is 2 weeks in a row
that
now.
they fucked off a fucking double-digit lead, wasn't it?
Double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. They give up 2 touchdowns to Atlanta in the fourth quarter and lose the game. Shame on you, Giants defense. Shame on you, Coughlin.
They're probably wondering why me and you know so much information about NFL today, and I think that has something to do with being in our underwear all day from party until 7 in the morning. We went to Five Finger Death Punch, got home at 6, came to the office at 7, worked till 10.
Right.
Yeah, and sat at the house pretty much.
Yeah, I pretty much was in my underwear all day yesterday watching football and just chilling and dozing off, coming in and out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And making some good money as well. Let's get into college. So, first of all, let's talk about Monday Night Football a little bit one more time. So, Seattle lost. I asked you who's in more trouble, Seattle or the Colts. I guess we'll find out tonight.
We're going to find out tonight because Andrew Luck, 2 interceptions last week. He was sacked 4 times. Andre Johnson's dropping balls all over the place, 4 yards for 24 receptions in that first game.
You think there could be a reversal role from week 1 with the Colts? Because we didn't see it with...
Yeah, because the Jets came out looking strong, the Colts came out looking horrible. But they were in Buffalo, and we just discussed that Buffalo's a solid team.
They're real solid.
We're going to find out whether or not the Colts are in trouble tonight, whether they can bounce back. I'm going to say the general public's going to feel that they can.
Please don't say too much about that game because, as you know, that is our play of the day.
I understand.
Guys, we do have action on Monday Night's Football. It's one of my personal plays that I'm personally betting $88,000 to win $80,000 on. It's not a secret. It's a game that I'm playing tonight. I won't be posting any ticket. I won't be doing anything because I've told you guys before. Every time I post a ticket, what happens, Skip? Someone else puts it on their website.
Claims it as theirs.
Somebody says it's theirs. So what we start doing is showing you the money. So now when I come in the office and I show $100,000 or $200,000, they say there's $1 bills in between it. We bring $250,000 in. A guy says, "Why? Stop being cocky.
Just keep hating.
Stop being flamboyant and cocky."
The Rolls Royce is on a loan.
Yeah,
it's rented.
Yeah, the Rolls Royce is rented. Boy, if you're renting a Rolls Royce for fucking 2 years straight, you got to be a bad motherfucker because those motherfuckers are $350,000. Even if you lease them, it's like $5,000 a month.
Listen, stop hating. Just start participating. Get a hold of us at 877-220-6540. Let's win some games, man.
But understand
Monday Night
this.
Football.
Understand this. It's none of our fans and our supporters.
Oh, I know that.
It's the guys that are in our industry who want to do what we do. Guys that we don't let them work here. Guys that when they call and says, "Are you hiring?" we say no. They ask, "Can I work here?" No, we're full.
Yeah,
One thing about us guys, we have 31 salesmen. We've had the same 25 guys for 15 years. They're all the same people. We don't hire. That's what makes us number one. We have the number one sales force in America. You add that to winning games, and you have what they call the biggest and best company in the world.
Formula for success.
Period.
Right.
Money management and discipline. It's not that we don't want you. We're full. We have our same amount of guys. We have a nice little recipe. Just like when Colonel Sanders came out with that motherfucking recipe. Put out a little chicken restaurant and about 10,000 locations later. That recipe was serious, wasn't it?
Oh, it was real serious.
So we got the formula for success.
It's still working.
Guys. Right. Let's get into college a little bit.
College football, man. Alabama, Crimson Tide, they get beat at home to Mississippi. They lose at home. Talk about people suicidal. Those people down in Alabama are serious.
Number 15, Ole Miss on the road.
They're serious about their football in Alabama.
Goddamn right they are.
I mean, you think people in Philly are ready to fucking
it's
jump.
roll Tide all day fucking long.
God, Tide got rolled.
There's actually, what do you mean? There's actually a story. I'll tell you about an Alabama fan real quick. I don't want to get too into it, but Scott Stapp, Creed, with eyes wide open. Remember that guy? Okay. He was a fucking nationwide seller. Creed was the name of the group. He tried to commit suicide. Wow. Jumping off a fucking building. I don't know what his problem was. This was years back. It's in his book, so it's not like I'm saying something nobody knows about. Well, it just goes, make sure the camera's on me. It just goes to happen that the building that he tried to commit suicide from went like this. So every floor you went down had a balcony.
Oh, my Lord.
So as he jumps off, his fucking foot or something gets caught. I mean, the guy jumps, tries to kill himself from the 12th or whatever floor it is. He jumps, hits another balcony, whatever the case is, wraps up into something, and literally gets caught up with his foot, and he's hanging 3 stories down. After he's already hit balconies trying to kill himself, he's hanging upside down, he's bleeding.
Right.
Who do you think was down on the floor of the steps of the hotel he was bleeding on?
I have no idea.
T.I., the rapper.
Okay.
He bleeds on T.I., he looks down, sees his T.I., you know what he tells him?
What?
Roll Tide, motherfucker.
Wow.
That's, you talk about Alabama fans?
Yeah.
He just tried to kill himself. He went hard and lived, and the only thing he could come up with is what?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Yeah, they take their shit serious out there.
Yeah, so they're probably suicidal down there today, getting beat by Ole Miss at home.
My God. Hey,
talk about getting beat at home.
I want to talk, well, beat at home? I mean, yeah, I get beat at home every day. Shout out to Kelly. I get beat every day.
Okay.
Yeah, play your role, sweetie.
USC gets beat at the Coliseum in Southern Cal. Stanford comes down from Northern Cal and whoops their ass. That was a little shocking. LSU looked good. Georgia looked good.
Well, you know what? Like USC at home, like you said, against Stanford. I don't know if you heard about the little train, the tram that they got getting ready to go. It's going to go from Southern Cal to Vegas. If you look at the plans, it looks like they got the okay. It's going to happen.
Yeah, they've been talking about this for quite some time. It looks like it's getting closer and closer.
Oh, it's going to happen.
The bullet train or some shit.
Yeah, right? they've got it all. They've got it all set up. It's all proven, the whole 9 yards.
It takes about an hour and 20 minutes or something.
80 minutes. So you go, you take an 80-minute tram out to USC, get drunk as a motherfucker,
right?
Leave the game at 9, and you're home by 11.
Beautiful.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. See, well, that's going to be good for Vegas. I mean, come on. You can hop a train in L.A. and be in Vegas in 80 minutes and go back to L.A. in 80 minutes?
You go out with your boys.
That train's going to be full on a Sunday night.
On a Sunday night? What do you think it's going to be on a Friday and Saturday?
Yeah.
Let's put a scenario. Me and the big skipper in California, we go out with a couple of our boys. We have 34 shots of Crown. We know that there's 50 games on the board. There's a 5 a.m. train that gets you there at 7:30. First game's at 10.
Right.
Where are we at?
We're on the train.
We're on that train.
Riding that train.
Hold on. With intentions of catching the 10 o'clock to be home by 12 without the ladies even knowing. Yeah, without anybody even knowing you're gone.
Yeah, and being back in time to take the boys to the Rebel game. Speaking of the Rebels, man, they hung in with Michigan.
You know what? I got it. Tony Sanchez, from the bottom of my heart. He doesn't have too many. Our players aren't what they're supposed to be. I don't want to get negative and say anything negative.
Right.
But
it's a work in progress.
He has a lot of work to do, but you know what? The motivation, like this guy gives motivational and inspirational speech similar to mine. I didn't think there was too many people out there that can motivate people better than I can, and he can. You know, I just don't do it too much on our podcast, ladies and gentlemen, because Skipper and my producers don't want me to teach people my ways, which I don't know why. You know, once I do this next show or whatever, maybe they'll let me do it.
If we're going to run fucking sales seminars?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then
we'll get 100 salesmen.
They feel that I shouldn't teach people what I do. See, I'm just the opposite. I want everybody to learn what I do because I've had millions of people tell me they can do what I do, and they come and sit right next to me and can't even come close.
Right.
But Tony Sanchez is like me. He can take a guy that's a little down on his luck and pick him up a little bit. He can tell him that you can accomplish anything you want to in this life. You just got to work hard. You can't give up. He's a guy that'll let you know, don't let nobody steal your dreams. Don't let people out there that are hating tell you that you can't accomplish something. Don't let them get in your way because you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. The human brain is stronger than everything you've ever seen in your fucking life. Stronger than any computer, stronger than anything. Remember, mankind invented computer. Your brain is a terrible thing to waste. And like I said, you don't let anybody tell you can't be the best in anything. And that's what I do for people. He's getting these players up. He's getting them ready to play. He says, don't play for me. Play for your fucking self. Go out there and show these guys that you're not a punk. He's not telling them go out there and win by 30. He says, go out there and stand up to these guys and let them know you're not a fucking punk. Go play your position and be better man to man at your position. And that's all you need to worry about. Play as a team, have each other's back, stay positive. Don't say anything negative. If you can't say something to pump somebody up, don't say nothing at all.
Know your role and play it well.
And do it good. And this guy's inspirational. These players are listening to him. And
well, UNLV is a progress, you know.
But people are probably listening to us thinking, what the fuck are they talking about? They got blown out. They've covered the spread both times, the Rebels. Yeah. So once again, you think the Rebels are getting blown out. Michigan was supposed to win that game by 30 fucking points.
Yeah, Michigan was a 31-point favorite. They won by 21.
So you have to give the coach his credit based off our spread and the professionals that make the line because we know exactly what's going on.
Right.
So he's kicking fucking ass and taking names.
When UNLV gets on a plane and goes into Michigan, I mean, what the hell? UNLV shouldn't even be playing Michigan. I mean, they go into Michigan
in game 2
in hardball and play hardball at Michigan. I mean, come on.
How does that even happen, man?
They're getting 31 points and they lose by 21. So, I mean, they held, my point was they held on and they showed up and they,
What about Ohio State?
They got the money. That's the bottom line.
Ohio State, Skip, struggles to beat Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois. Here's a team that speaking of Northern Illinois and UNLV was beating Northern Illinois
exactly
at halftime.
Yeah, up by half. And here Ohio State's struggling to beat them.
Another huge line. Ohio State was laying 34 points.
They didn't even come close to covering the spread.
They won by a touchdown. They almost lost Northern Illinois.
I'm going to give one more piece of advice to these people that are gambling on their own. Don't bet these high-ranked fucking favorites. 80% of the dogs won Saturday. 80% of the dogs won Sunday. I'm not going to give you exact stats, but against the spread, if you've been betting underdogs in week 1, if you've been betting underdogs in week 2, you're making money.
Yeah.
So you should be betting underdogs and totals. That's pretty much all the information that I'm going to give.
Right.
If you're that guy out there that plays 3 favorites a day, 21 games a week, your clients are jumping fucking ship right about now.
Still money to be made in baseball, Steve. There's 2 weeks left in the regular season.
Well, that's what I was about to get at. Are you done talking about college?
Yeah, I'm finished.
So we finished up in there. I mean, why don't we talk a little bit about baseball? Because, ladies and gentlemen, all this football going on, everybody involved with football, the commercials, college atmosphere, NFL, do not put your blinders on to baseball. Skip, take these people away. Tell them how many games are left. Tell them how much we've been winning in baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to keep playing baseball. There's more money to be made in this time of the year in baseball than any other sport. How many games are left, Skip?
There's 13 games left in the regular season. You got 2 weeks left in the regular season. The postseason starts, I believe, October 6th is the American League wild card game. And there's 2 series that you want to really watch that are starting tonight. The Yankees are in Toronto. Toronto's got David Price going. Toronto's up 2.5 games in the American League East on the Yankees. The Yankees are back by 2.5 games. This is a series for first place. Looks like both of these teams will make the postseason unless the Yankees have a complete meltdown.
Which they shouldn't.
But that's a big series, and it opens up tonight with David Price on the mound in Toronto. The other series is huge. The Angels are at the Astros. Now, you've been hearing me say all summer long, you got to win on the road. You got to win on the road to contend.
You preach it almost in every podcast.
If you want to be in the postseason and you want to be successful, you got to win on the road. Well, here's a team, the Houston Astros, that absolutely cannot win on the road. They're 29-46 on the road. They just got back off of a road trip where they
This was a team that you called, that not only did you call, was one of the worst teams.
They were one of the worst teams.
In the beginning of the baseball season.
Yeah, and they've been in first place pretty much all year.
Correct.
Right? Basically, they got road troubles is what I'm trying to say. And they have a chance of actually not even making the postseason right now. So this is a big series. The Angels at Houston. Texas has come up just like I said they would with the acquisition of Cole Hamels. Texas has come from down about 6 games to actually lead in the division now. They're up a game and a half on Houston.
I cut you off when you were getting ready to say, you've been preaching it nonstop. You have to win on the motherfucking road. Sorry for interrupting you.
You got to fucking win on the road. Houston's coming in off a road trip where they went 2-8 on the road. They now have given up. They've relinquished first place. Now they're fighting for their lives for the wild card. They're a game and a half. No, they're 2 games up on the Angels in the wild card. So that series is huge. The Angels are coming into Houston tonight to start a series that is basically for the wild card, maybe even for the division. I believe Texas is going to hold on and win that division. They got better offense. Houston's struggling, and they can't fucking win on the road. So anyway, the National League is pretty much sealed up.
Okay.
The Mets are going to win the East. unless they totally self-destruct. I mean, they're up, 6.5 games on the Nationals. So the Mets are going to win the East. In the West, the Dodgers are going to win the West. They're up 7 games on the Giants.
Can the Dodgers win the World Series?
Well, I projected they would, if you recall.
I'm just asking you now.
My opening day projection, the Dodgers.
The Mets were there.
The Dodgers will
The Mets was our first.
The Mets was my sleeper in the National League, and they've done very well.
Yeah.
The Dodgers will beat Toronto in the World Series. That was my prediction on opening day, and I'm still sticking with it. It looks like it could happen. Because when it gets to the postseason, Kershaw and Greinke, I mean, good luck to you. But anyway, we'll find out. The National League playoff pitch is pretty well sewn up. The Cardinals will still remain the best team in baseball. They're going to win the Central most likely. Yeah. Pittsburgh's 3.5 games out. They're playing well. The Cubs are playing phenomenal. They're going to be the wild card teams, it looks like.
Well, I will tell you, St. Louis will not win a World Series.
I still think the Dodgers will win the National League. There's a lot of people on the Pittsburgh bandwagon, a lot of people on the Cubs bandwagon.
How many times have I told you about Pittsburgh?
A lot of people on.
They're like the 49ers. You got to watch out for them, man. You bet on them, you lose. You bet against them, you lose.
I know you and the Pirates have the plague.
Well, about $250,000 worth.
Things to watch out for in baseball right now, okay? You get teams that have just totally given up.
Correct. And tell them, Skip.
Some of these lines are just overinflated. So you got to be careful this time of the year in baseball with way overinflated lines.
Which means the other side's soft as cotton. These plus 200s are coming in every day, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, some teams have just totally given up, so you got to be careful. What they've done, there's a lot of minor league players that are getting a chance to play just to show the GM and show the manager what they can do. So at this point of the year with the expanded rosters, minor league players are getting a lot of play, especially with teams that have totally given up, so you got to be really careful.
Well, what are you supposed to do? It's not a matter of giving up. Right. It's bring these motherfuckers up. Let's see what we got, because we'll see what for next year.
Absolutely, and I'm just saying you got to be careful when it comes to betting baseball right now. If you don't know who's playing and which minor leaguers are in the game, which teams have given up, and you got teams that are going to be in the postseason.
Skip, if you just bet every $2 game on the board right now, you'll get blasted. Because 3 out of the 4 dogs will win.
Yeah.
Boston, look at Boston, like plus $2, 2 out of the last 3 games winner.
Teams that are in the postseason, like the Mets last night, the Sunday night game against the Yankees.
What about Toronto the other day, plus 300?
That was a big game.
Loser.
Okay? So what I'm trying to say is, teams that are in the postseason right now, they're limiting their starting pitchers' innings. Okay? So they might only go 5 or 6 innings of starting pitchers. Like last night, Harvey in the Sunday night game against the Yankees.
Skip, I got to step in and tell you, guys, like I said, this is why we deal with players, coaches, CEOs. This is why I send Skip down to the field. It's no joke what we know. Everything we do is on the up and up. We pay a lot of money. We grease a lot of people's palms to pay for the information. I mean, we fuck around. We joke around. We make jokes. I smoke weed. I do this, that, and the other. But do not let that get in the way of how serious we are about our fucking money.
Absolutely.
And winning fucking games.
Correct.
I'm willing to die for my business. I'm the type of guy that'll paint his face, get in the fucking game, hit the home run. All I need you to do is run the bases. Okay? Don't mistake us talking shit and having fun with how dead serious we are with making money and the connections that I have in this business.
Right.
Anybody says they win more games than me are lying, period. I'm the #1 documented individual in the world, and nobody can beat that. I deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world. I deal with guys that bet $1,000. I deal with guys that bet $500,000, period.
I could sit here and talk baseball with you all day. It's my passion. It's what I do.
Let us show you.
I don't want to bore the fuck out of you. I don't want to bore the fuck out of
But what is your
listeners.
job? Your job isn't to do podcasts. Your job is a sports consultant, and your job is to make clients money.
Yeah.
So, Skip, tell these people why you want them to call you so you can make them money.
Yeah, let me sum it the fuck up, okay? I could sit here and talk.
Sum it up, and then I'll end it.
Yeah, I could put a ribbon on it, okay? I could sit here and talk all day long about this and that and who's in the wild card, what's
You can show them better than you can tell them.
What you got to be careful with this time of the year in baseball.
You want to make money. You want to get fucking paid.
Just give me a call.
Yeah, you want to beat the book. You want to have extra income. There's a new car that you want to buy, new diamond ring you want to buy your wife.
You got the kids' tuition, whatever it is you got to do. You want to pay your fucking mortgage off. Just give me a call. We can talk about it on the phone. I can explain to you what exactly it is that we do, how the proven formula of success works.
Money management and discipline.
And like Steve just said, I can show you better than I can tell you.
So guys, for those of you that want to make money, all Skip's asking you to do, give us a call, give him a shot, let him show you the formula for success, because we can talk all day till we're blue in the face. We can advertise on every bus stop. We can advertise everywhere in the world. But we can show you better than we can fucking tell you.
And we like to have a good time. We like to laugh. We like to party. We like to get fucking crazy. We're just a bunch of guys that come from fucking nothing, that have taken ourselves and our families to the fucking top of the mountain.
We've already summed it up on TV. We're guys that bet big and live larger.
That's it.
And part of that is being the best dad you could possibly be to your fucking kids. Big shout out to all the dads out there that actually take care of their kids, that work hard. Shout out to all the women out there that support their men.
Amen.
Women that don't support your men, shame on you. Guys that don't take care of your kids, shame on you too.
Right.
So, for the guys out there that work hard, that need a little help, for those, this is what I'm trying to tell people. It's not just for whales. It's not just for the stockbroker. It's not for the financial advisor. It's not for all of our hedge fund guys. It's for you Americans. I don't care if you work construction. It's the construction worker that needs us more than anybody.
I take pride in helping you blue-collar motherfuckers.
It's guys like you that make fucking $500 to $1,000 a week. I love to show you how to bet $300 a game and make you an extra $1,500 a week. It goes a long way with you. Guys that have money, we can win them $100,000. At the end of the day, they still don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I want to take care of you. I want to make you more money, and right now is the time to go to VIP Sports Las Vegas. Entertainment news real quick. We're going to end this podcast. It's Monday night.
Yeah, I got to get to work, man. It's Monday Night Football.
We got to fucking get on the phone. There's really nothing good on TV I like right now. Anything on TV that you're watching?
I'm getting ready, man. The Voice is back tonight, man.
Oh, is it? So there you go. The Voice is back tonight.
Big fan of The Voice. Me
6
and
o'clock.
the wife are big fans of The Voice. That's what I'll be doing tonight after dinner. You guys will be watching the Monday Night Football game. I'll be watching The Voice with my wife.
Absolutely. Other than that, there's not really much in TV, pretty much at all. Funny topics. I don't know why the hell we keep getting this written into our fucking
Dating Naked
program here. Yeah, we'll be watching Dating Naked next. But speaking of Dating Naked, survey reveals most women and men prefer missionary position.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about sex again?
I guess so. Hey, Veronica.
Oh, no.
Send Veronica in here, would you please?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we got to send her in here real quick. Well, if she comes in, cool. If not, can I ask you a couple questions? Sure. I just wanted you to sit down right here. I'm not looking to get you on camera. Just stay focused on me and Skip. I feel uncomfortable doing it with just myself and Skip. Okay. So a survey came out. Most men and women, missionary position is their favorite position. Doggy style, cowboy, reverse cowboy, the lazy dog were amongst the favorites.
I didn't even know there was another position.
Yeah. The lazy dog.
Yeah. Love you, honey.
The lazy dog is where your leg is kind of laid back and you're dipping in on a little bit.
That's the lazy dog?
Yeah, and then they got the one-legged crab where you're just dipping in on it. They got you going into all sorts of crazy positions.
Reverse cowboy? I mean, what?
Reverse cowboy is when she's riding you backwards.
Cowboy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's reverse cowboy, cowgirl. Yeah, unless you're fucking Brokeback Mountain.
Okay.
The reverse cowgirl is just your girl's on you backwards. I kind of like reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one for me. But, so Skip, based off your comments, and of course, we made a promise never to bring the wives involved.
I would prefer not to discuss this topic. I plead the fifth.
Okay, so I won't ask you anything about positions or whatever, but based on your comment, it sounds to me like missionary might be the only thing you know.
I just said I didn't even know there was other positions. Fucking reverse fucking cowboy, fucking crab girl. I mean, fucking lazy dog.
Well, I'm just saying, 80...
I've been with this, let me just say this. I've been with the same beautiful woman for 31 years now. I love you, honey. Always will.
Yeah.
And my sex life is fine, my friend. And from this point on, I will plead the fifth.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have you plead the fifth, but I'm also going to have you plead to this, okay? If you went and saw Dr. Ruth, and you told Dr. Ruth that you only fuck missionary, and you've been together 30 years, she's going to tell you...
Did I say that?
Yeah. She said she'll tell you...
I didn't say that. You're assuming that.
I'm just assuming...
I just said I don't know what a fucking lazy dog is or a reverse cowgirl.
Okay, do you know what doggy style is?
Maybe.
It's been a while. It's been a
It's
while.
been a while.
So you're going to play
Since
Stain.
the candle out your face. It's been a while.
Oh, shit.
Since doggy style was in our rotation.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. So doggy style, the cowboy, reverse cowboy, lazy dog were just amongst some of the favorites.
So why did we bring Veronica in here?
I brought Veronica in because a survey reveals most women and men are doing it missionary. I don't do missionary nonstop. Is missionary what you prefer?
No.
No?
No.
I like doggy style myself.
So doggy style would be your preference?
Yes.
That's exciting. Okay.
Yes.
Which is good, guys. Like I said, I think you've seen it on reverse cowgirl.
Yeah.
Now, is that because that would be for the woman's pleasure? Mm-hmm. Why you would like that position?
Right.
Well, no. What do you mean? You're saying that sarcastically?
No.
Huh?
No, yeah.
Mainly
well,
Go ahead.
Well,
I'm on top. I orgasm much faster. So.
Okay, and so, but that is riding reverse cowgirl or just riding?
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so riding would be, so even riding would be above missionary for you.
Why do you think that is?
Well, that's why I wanted to bring a girl in and ask her. Like, for me, I'm not going to get all into it too, but like I said, me, I can talk about what we do, me and Kel, whatever, but, you start out with a little foreplay first or whatever.
Right.
I'm sure it starts out missionary, but with a guy like myself, it never ends up that way. Like me and Kel, we go all through everywhere.
All right.
But so I wouldn't have voted missionary as my same position. But then I talked to you, and most people that are together, it says 80% of people missionary the whole time.
Yeah, no.
Let me ask you, have you ever fucked missionary only?
No.
Why do you?
You've never.
Maybe when I was a teenager.
I said ever.
having sex
So
in the
when you were
beginning,
19,
but
there wasn't that time at 19 when you were like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. In the beginning, maybe, but.
That's what my
once
point
you,
was.
like, really get into it.
That's what my point was going to be. Why do you think you orgasm faster when you're on the top? Because you're used to missionary? Because missionary is so common?
Skip, you got to know about the vaginal. It's the clitoris orgasm they're getting from the cock, pal.
Oh, okay, right.
See, I don't want to put Skip on blast.
I'm just going to act stupid right now.
Well, you have to. Skip has a Coke can. It's about 5 by 15. It's like a small 2-liter. So yeah, no, they Skip. It's the friction of the clitoris orgasm is what they get off that, and I've learned that from women. Shout out to Kelly, showed me how to be in tune with everything, and you got to ask a girl what they like. I think for men, that should be some of the first things if you get with a girl. Just unless you don't care. If you're having drug sex and you just think you want to go pound, you're a child anyway.
This topic is not for me. I'm not out there with different women I've been with the same woman for 31 years.
I understand that, but
like I said, my sex life is fine.
Okay, good. I never brought your sex life into it. I was just saying 80% of sex, men and women, have missionary all the way through. Sounds like you're one of those 80%.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
We brought Veronica in to ask her if that was her favorite, and she said no. So I'm a little confused.
Veronica likes it on top. No, she likes it doggy.
Her first,
Doggy style.
before you got all nervous and scared, and all that stuff, because we know that
I'm not scared.
You have nothing.
I'm afraid of my wife right now. I don't want to talk about this.
But you're getting red, and I know that this is making you nervous. So that's why I brought Veronica in. So you said doggy style first.
Yes.
Why? For the girl.
Honestly, it's just the feeling.
Okay.
Goes in. Like,
So the sensation of
I don't know what a man feels like. Yeah,
does it have anything to do? Does it have anything to do with this part of it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I like that too. For a male, it's easy for me to get to where I'm going quicker.
Okay.
The other part is it's revealed that 99 out of 100 men, when they're having sex missionary and looking at the vagina, they climax within 2 minutes. Now, do you know what they're saying on that? If you're holding them up and you're looking at it go in and out. Yeah, that was my question that they wanted me to ask to you. Have you ever been missionary looking up, watching that going in and out like that? And is that sexy?
Did you say taking videos?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why we bring women in here, because sex sells, Skip.
Wow.
See, you want to talk sports all day. Some guys like...
I just want to make sure I heard her right.
Right. We have
Taking
girlfriends
videos.
and all that. Yeah, we're just asking questions.
Right.
Howard Stern did it. That's how he came up. We're just asking. We know it's got nothing to do with you. So you actually, if you look at it, is that add something to get you a little bit to where you're going maybe quicker? I agree. Same thing with me too. Over 80% of women are open to role playing and also to the use of sex toys. I believe that. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
I would think it would. So let me ask you this. Who are those 20%? Is that the Mormon lady that just puts the sheets up and looks?
Yeah. They're not married.
She just has,
exactly.
I mean,
Or no, better yet, they probably are married.
yeah, those 20%.
Those are the married women.
They've been married for 25 years or more. But, so yeah, we see with that. And then to top out the sexual talk, now let me just ask you, Veronica, role playing. You ever role play?
I haven't, but I do fantasize about it.
You do? Okay, but they say 80% of women, they're open to it. So I'm not there. I guess it's not saying 80% have, but they're open to it. I've never role played before in my life.
Really?
Well, role playing would be like the construction worker and right?
I don't. Yeah. I guess,
No. The most that I've ever done is talking. Nasty.
Right.
That or even like the pretending that you don't know each other, going.
Yeah, no. I've never done that. I've never done that. Have you, Veronica?
No, I would love to though.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys, you've seen in our Veronica's only been on here very rare. If you got a fat siete and and you're looking to fantasize about some things and you're good looking and you got at least 100,000 in a car, give her a call. She's not asking you that. Your qualifications: good looking man, a car, and 100 grand.
You got to be good
A little
looking.
more rugged looking.
A little bit more rugged.
Yeah.
She likes the construction. You
Okay.
like the construction worker type?
Yes.
So
The
what
big
now?
strong guys.
So when you say rugged, what? So okay, what would be your fantasy then?
Oh gosh.
Well, yeah, because
So many of
Well, just give
There's
us
so many of them.
give us the rugged one. Give us the rugged one. Like if you were gonna make one of them come first.
My ultimate fantasy, I guess, would be a firefighter with a little bit of a beard. Oh yeah.
A firefighter with a beard.
My God, yeah.
Now, does he come running to save you with his hose hanging, or what? How exactly does he come in? How does it go down, though?
He can be dressed.
Oh, so he's just in.
And then just undressed for
So just in the suit.
The fireman suit, yes.
So a guy. So okay.
Wow.
Yes.
So you wouldn't want to play a role like you're scared and you're on fire. Just a sexy, grimy, bearded.
Just get your ass over here and put out my fire.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's say he comes in, he's grimy, he's 230 pounds, he looks good, takes off his clothes, he's got a 4-inch cock. Will that pose a problem with the shipping?
Can you work with that if he's a fireman?
I mean,
Oh no, let me finish. Does that ruin the fantasy?
maybe a little. I think I would still.
It's yes or no.
Keep going.
You'd keep going?
Yeah.
But in your fantasy, where would you want that thing hanging at? What number?
At
Ocho, nueve?
At least a 7.
So at least a siete.
At least a 7. Yes.
Okay. All right. So if you want to mess with, so
So you need $100,000, a car, and a Siete.
and if you're definitely because you can't ruin her fantasy.
And a fireman's hat.
All right. So and the reason why we brought Veronica in is she's open, like I said. We're just we can't.
Man, we're gonna have
this
every fucking
conversation.
fireman in the country calling in right now.
That's correct, man. I actually have a fireman client. Shit.
Shout out to the fire guys out there.
Absolutely. Well, shout out to all the firemen, police department.
Yeah.
You guys do your job, man. You guys don't get paid
We're
enough.
gonna have cops calling in saying, "Listen, I can wear a uniform. Where's Veronica?"
Dude, I have so many. I have a lot of policia as clientele, detectives, everything.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
And listen, that's why we know it's no secret.
Cops love to bet.
President Obama, attorneys, politicians. We don't even have to put any particular one on blast. They all love to gamble. Yeah. Okay, so then it's weird though because you say you're open to role playing, but you just haven't yet. I guess I'm not really open. I think it's weird.
Men are just think that it's strange or think that it's
I'll play her. If Kelly told me to do something, I might do it. I'm not going to play the role player where she comes in a dude and funnels with my asshole at all with anything to do.
I think the reason why guys might not like role playing is because it makes them feel inferiority. Like I'm not good enough. What do you need, a fucking fireman?
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, ladies, be careful playing a role playing with your husband
Yeah.
because it might make them insecure. I
Yeah.
never thought of that.
Well, hey, listen, if you're looking for a fat salesman with a lot of money, give me a call.
And you have to have $10 million in the bank. Oh, fuck.
I got a car, I got a lot of money, and I'm an overweight fucking salesman.
The overweight lovers in the house.
I like
the
to ga-
overweight lovers in the house.
I like to gamble, I like to drink.
Oh my God! If you want a motherfucker that's gonna stay out and drink Crown, if you want a motherfucker that's gonna get drunk as fuck, call the Big Skipper. You want a
motherfucker who's gonna lose his whole paycheck in the casino, come home drunk as a motherfucker, and still have sex?
You looking for a motherfucker that's gonna take a $50,000 paycheck, need some more money the next day, not come home for 2 days, drink a bottle of Crown, and still take care of you? Go to BIPSportsskipper.com.
Let's go to work, man. It's Monday Night Football.
I know. We're having fun. The last thing on the role playing or whatever. And then it says, so I guess you're one of the 80% that are open to it, just haven't done it yet.
Right.
Okay. What about now? This I don't see. I see 80% of women using vibrators and toys rather than just open to it.
While they're with their man or when they're by themselves?
Let me ask you this, Skip.
Both.
Who are the 20 that aren't interested? Now,
Nuns.
Nuns.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't even know if they're in that survey. You got to say that they're not.
can't really.
Nuns aren't in this survey, Skip. So there's 2 out of 10 women that don't use toys at all. You'd figure if you weren't married, you'd be using them more than anybody. And if you are married and you're not happy, you'd be using them more than ever.
You would think, yeah.
I'm going to give you my opinion on it. I'd have to say that's a woman that's not in tune with her vagina or her clitoris.
Exactly.
What would you
I
say?
agree with you.
Right?
100%. Yeah.
Because I remember when I was 13 and I found out what that thing did. When my dad wanted to, you want to go out to eat? Nah, Dad, I'm going to take a pass. I'm going to shoot 2-3 off. You ain't going to believe what I discovered, motherfucker. I mean, that's that fucking summer in Florida. I must have shot 200 off once I knew what that.
Oh, my God.
But I would have to assume with a woman, too, you have to figure out and be in tune with it to realize what it does, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So the 2% of women that aren't in tune with them, I mean, what do you say to them?
I say hashtag be in tune with your clitoris.
Hashtag get in tune. Hashtag get in tune with your clit. Hashtag tune it up. No.
I just think if a woman doesn't know what she likes, how's the guy gonna know what she likes?
Well, that was back to what I was saying before
right.
I got cut off. That's one thing, me and Kelly do, whatever. Or, you have to ask remember I told you I got cut off because I was talking about a bar and we went into doggy. I said, if you do want to impress somebody, I think you have to ask them, what do you like?
Right.
Because a guy can be sexual orally and be doing it wrong for that particular girl. You think you're going to work down there. You're down there like a Great Dane licking water. Yeah. And think that you're putting in work, and the girl's up there like, nope.
You have to.
And I'll tell them.
Okay, well, good. Well, you're a woman.
Don't be like,
You're a woman.
No.
Hey, guys like a woman that talks and tells them what they want.
So men ask a woman what they likes and like what they like, and women.
You gotta communicate. You gotta communicate.
If that guy's down there grazing the wrong area, put him in the right spot.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a little good advice. So Veronica, I appreciate you coming in and helping us with that, because at the end of the day I couldn't see me getting through that with the big skipper.
Oh yeah, it was much better with you here, Veronica.
You know what I mean? You want to get in tune with your vagina? You want to hashtag tune it up? Go to Veronica, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. You have a Siete? You have $100,000 in the bank? You want to fantasy?
Don't forget to go to the costumes.
Sex Talk with Veronica.
Sex Talk with Veronica.
Talk, okay.
That might be the next show. But anyway,
I say we make a segment, Sex Talk with Veronica.
We might, guys. I tell you what. Put your comments on there. Do you like Veronica coming in, talking the sex talk a little bit?
Yeah.
Because sex sells. That's how it is. And let me ask if you want to, if you want to see your breasts on the next podcast, just go to VIP Sports. I'm kidding.
Donate to that cause.
Hey, no, we keep it professional. But if you have 100,000 in the bank.
Don't forget that fireman uniform.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much, Veronica. You've been the best. Like I said, guys,
thanks for stopping,
the
Veronica.
accountant of the year, Veronica handles business. She has fun with us on the podcast, but at the end of the day, we have fun. We play games, but we're dead serious about making money. We recapped the NFL. 49ers look like shit. We don't know if the Steelers are going to be the team. Everybody bet St. Louis. St. Louis came out and looked like shit.
Patriots look really good.
Patriots came back strong. Green Bay came back strong.
There's a shock.
Ohio State played like shit. Alabama didn't cover. I mean, there's a lot of big.
UNLV hung in there.
UNLV's playing great.
LSU looked good. Georgia looked really good.
80% of women like to play role play.
Steve Spurrier, I don't know what you're doing, the old football coach. I mean, it might be time for you to hang it up.
Yeah, it probably is, to be honest with you.
People are suicidal in Philly.
Yep. So, Skip, let's let these people go. It's Monday Night Football, and we're looking to kick ass. I always give you guys motivation because that's what I'm here to do. I want to make you some extra money. I want to make you an extra income, but I can't do it alone. You need to go to 877-220-6540 or go to our website, get a hold of me immediately. Skip, give them some motivational speech. I want you to hype these people up a little bit. Tell them why they need us, and let's egg this segment.
You need us because you could use a couple extra $1,000 a week. You need us because you can't do this on your own. If you think you're going to watch the NFL every week and just remember what happened last week and come into this week and make money, it doesn't work like that. If you think you're going to bet big favorites in college football and just win money, it doesn't work like that. Ask Michigan. Ask Ohio State. If you want the information, if you want to put Steve's money and Steve's contacts to work for you, then go to 877-220-6540. Let's make some money. It's Monday Night Football, Steve. I got to get to work.
Not to mention, if everybody could win off stats, ESPN would have ESPN Sports Consultant. Because they give you every stat, every line, every piece of information, every injury report, and they couldn't hit fucking 50% against the spread to save their life.
Correct.
You need us because we have connections. I pay people. I know the guys that make the line in Las Vegas. I'm third generation, born and raised, battle-born Las Vegas. I'm with the guys that make the fucking lines out here in Vegas. That's just one of the ways we win. We follow certain divisions. We play big boys against little kids. You want to get fucking paid, go to VIP Sports Las Vegas. To all our listeners, all of our fans, hope you had fun. Like I said, we're kicking ass and taking names. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
See ya.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, that was...
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. We play with big cash and we blowing money fast. Riding in a plush Benz trunk full of money bags. I need a G for every light bulb on the Vegas Strip. Naked bitches in my mansion dancing to some player shit. Made a grip on the grind, but I started out with nothing. Dealt me a bad hand.